Let's explain what revenue share is. Real simply put, revenue share is the reward that agents get for helping grow and attract agents to EXP. And you don't have to participate in it. And you don't have to do that if you don't want to. And it's okay because EXP is strong enough to stand on its own. We don't need that. However, if you decide to do that, if you are participating in attracting agents, which happens pretty organically, by the way, but if you decide that that's the way you want to go, you're going to get a reward from it. So let's talk about what that reward looks like. What is revenue share? Well, every brokerage, except for EXP, has a managing partner, team leader, or broker. And their number one responsibility is, of course, attracting agents. But first, we have to determine what their salary is. Let's say they make $50,000 in salary and $50,000 in bonus, or about $100,000. And they focus on their number one job, attracting real estate agents. Well, if you attract an agent to EXP, isn't it appropriate for you to get a slice of that pie? Maybe 1% to 2% of the compensation, or $1,000 to $2,000 every year that agent stays with EXP. That is what revenue share is. So it makes sense for us to talk too about how it happens. With EXP, you're talking to agents about what they're doing in their business. They say, what about yours? You tell them about yours. All of a sudden they start looking into EXP and they pull it up online, do a little bit of research. The next thing you know, you've attracted an agent. That is really a lot to do with what revenue share is. So I wanted to dive into how these numbers can affect you should you decide to participate in revenue share. Let's take a look at that. So this is a revenue share calculator that we've come up with. The average real estate agent, according to the National Association of Realtors, sells about $41,000 in GCI, or about 6 homes with a $250,000 commission. Now, what we want to figure out is how many agents we directly sponsor. This is the really big question, because the more agents you sponsor, the more levels you open up. If you sponsor at least 5, you open up the second, and then 10, the third, 15, 20, 25, and then 40. And here's the maximum per agent you have the potential to earn: $2,800, $3,200, $2,000, $1,200, $800, $2,000, and $4,000. So for our conversation, I like to ask everybody, if you're going to be in real estate for the next, I don't know, let's say the next 5 years. I'm assuming you're going to be in real estate for the next 5 years. How many agents do you feel you'd be able to attract over the course of a year? And I hear anywhere from 3, 5, 10, but I'm going to use 3. So over the next 5 years, that means we would have attracted a total of 15 agents. That means we'd open up the second, third, and even the fourth level. Now, these 15 agents that you attract are nowhere near as motivated as you. In fact, these 15 agents are only going to attract, on average, 3 agents over the next 5 years, or an agent every year and a half. What will really happen is about a third of them are going to focus on real estate. That's what they're going to do, sell a lot of homes. Totally get it. Absolutely cool. They're still saving a bunch of money and getting better tools. Another third are probably going to attract 1 or 2 agents, and a couple of them will be as motivated as you are and say, well, gosh, this makes sense. And they'll attract probably 10 or 15 agents each. That gives us our average. So these 15 agents will attract on average 3, which turns out to be 45 agents. And these 3, same thing, nowhere near as motivated, these 45 agents, they're going to attract an agent every 2.5 years. Because we have at least 15, we access the 4th level. So you've got now 15 agents you've attracted who have attracted 3, grew it to 45, and then 2, and then 1, and you have 240 agents over the next 5 years. Okay, that's fantastic. I want to show you something. This is how many agents I have, and that's over the first year and 9 months. So this is not an unreasonable number. Here's where it gets a lot of fun. These 240 agents, they're generating passive income for you in the form of revenue share. I need to explain this. Revenue share is different than anything else you've ever heard of. Think of it this way. Glenn Sanford, our CEO, has committed that 50 cents of every dollar that's paid into the company from our company cap, that means it goes into the company, doesn't affect the agents in any way, shape, or form, but 50 cents of every dollar is paid back to the agents that help build the company. Think of any other brokerage out there who would take 50% of what they make and give it back to the people that help grow it. This is unbelievable. So let's take a look at this. We have 240 agents that we've attracted. Our agents only sell on average about $40,000, so they're about half capping agents. And that creates a passive income of about $244,000 a year. Now that passive income is paid to the person who attracted those 3 agents every year for 5 years. And they make $240,000 a year in passive income. It's not a guess. It's not a, gosh, I hope that's the case. If the average agent So it's $41,000, which is just about where the average agent does. And you have 240 agents and nobody else joins you. You're going to receive $244,406.25 in passive income. It's an assurity. As I said, this is how many agents I've attracted, total of 23. 2 of them are husband and wife, so 21 total. I have 13 that are in production. They're selling a lot of homes, and some that aren't selling that many right now. We're working on helping them get, and some are newer agents as well. I have a total of 267 agents that have joined the company, and this is the most important part. In my little revenue share tree, 40 new agents in the last 30 days. 40 new agents in the last 30 days. And I didn't attract those agents. They were attracted by other partners of mine who I helped sponsor as well. So this continues to grow whether you participate or not. The trick is attracting an agent. We're going to talk a lot more about how to do that, but I wanted to break down revenue share. Hopefully this makes some sense to you. Have an awesome day. We'll talk real soon. Bye now.